All right, here we go. So, today we're going to be doing a tier list of the top shonen anime protagonists. Now, you might be wondering, what are they being rated upon? Well, many, many, many different things, tons of things. Who looks the coolest? Naturally. Who's the least of a bitch? Of course. So, automatically, you're probably worried, well, shit, some people are already F tier. And you'd be right. Luffy's going in F tier.
No.
Um, and other things like not being a bitch. That's actually probably the main factor. I just hate bitches. And anyway, we got Max here helping us out, covering my lack of anime knowledge because a lot of these I watched 2 episodes, decided that the character was a bitch, and stopped watching. So Max, why don't you introduce yourself as an anime connoisseur?
Okay, so yeah, I I can fill
Why don't
in
you
the
just tell everybody how many anime you've watched? And that's what they all want to know.
I can fill in the gaps pretty well. Um, I've seen a good amount of these. I don't know
At
the
least 100 anime, right?
no,
That's what you told me. At least
that's not what I said.
several hundred anime.
N- Yeah, no, it's been thousands. I've just spent my
My
entire
bad.
life
My
watching
bad.
anime. When I was
Oh, of
born,
course.
as a wee pup, I was a dog, and then I got changed into a human later. But when I was a dog, I was just watching anime. No, I don't know. I've seen a good amount. Um, I read the mangas as well, manga, whatever. Um,
Yeah, I think it's pronounced manga.
okay. Well, anyway, I can fill in the gaps in your knowledge because I do tend to stick things out a little bit more, but I'm not as forgiving as some other people. Um,
Okay, that's good because I'm not forgiving either. So we're gonna shit on these.
right. And then also, is this going on YouTube?
Oh yeah,
Okay. Yeah, so my name is Max, but my channel is Dino Junkie, so I do anime stuff over there.
yeah.
So
Didn't you do? You did like a review of something, right?
I reviewed Orange, which
Mm.
is like a romance. That was a romance manga, and then I made
Is it any
another
good? Cause I've been thinking about reading it.
Orange. Yeah, I
You were
said
supposed to say, "Why don't you watch my video and find out?"
yeah.
I was trying to.
Well, yeah. Watch my
We'll try again.
video.
We'll try again. We'll try again. We'll try again. Hey, I was actually thinking about reading that. How is it?
Well, why don't you watch my video and then you can find out. Yeah,
Oh shit! You know what? I think I will. And what was that YouTube channel again?
it was Dino Junkie. That's DinoJunkie.
Okay, yeah. I just
Yep.
typed it in and I subscribed. I'll watch that later.
Very cool. Yeah, no, I have that. I talked about Akira, and then I made a One Piece video recently. So I disagree
Hmm.
heavily with the F tier Luffy, but
We'll start.
we'll
Well,
see.
we're gonna get to him.
We'll start
We're
at the
gonna start
top.
from the top.
Yeah.
I think top right,
Okay.
starting with our main man Dan from Bakugo. I'm sure he has a Japanese name. He's got to. There's no way in Japan the main character's name would be Dan,
Well,
right?
was it Dan in the English dub, and then
It
because
was
I
Dan
didn't
in the English dub at least,
they
like the one that
probably
was on
changed it then, unless his name was like Don, like they were like Don.
Danny.
Yeah, they were like saying Don instead of Dan. I don't know. Maybe
So I think Dan's a good baseline. Like Dan wasn't anything crazy.
Dan
Um,
is like the same thing as Yugi and Ash, except I think I like Dan a little bit better than Yugi.
Yeah, I mean Yugi's definitely the bottom tier of these sorts of characters. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, like Yugi has a cool character design, but other than that, I don't know. He's fine.
Yeah, yeah. That's the main issue with Yugi is that's basically all he has is the cool character design.
Right. Like his hair is pretty interesting, and then
But like
that's it.
every other character in that show is also decently designed, which makes him like less cool designed.
Yep.
And then like he's got his big brother form, which I'm not counting as him. He's not the protagonist. The protagonist is Yugimoto. Yugimoto. So the cool form of Yugimoto isn't Yugimoto, and as such, he's going to be judged just on this fucking whatever he is.
Right.
Like, oh my god, he's just such a pussy. Like I feel like I'm losing testosterone looking at him. Anyway,
Okay.
back
Back
to
to
Dan.
Dan.
Back to Dan. Okay, yeah, Dan's baseline. He's nothing special. Dan's going to be heading up the C tier, and to swap him, we're going to be working on Asta from famous, beloved, well received, starting at season 1. Asta from Black Clover, which really has. I mean, I'm pretty sure it's been lauded as one of the greatest anime of our time.
Okay.
Correct me if I'm wrong.
No, yeah.
Like,
I would
yeah.
say there's like Cowboy Bebop,
yeah,
and then like right above that is Black Clover.
yeah,
Yeah.
And I'm gonna. My God, I thought I just heard somebody say my name, but I think it was just me talking. Anyway, I was so fucking scared. I was like, "Who's in my ear?" Anyway, I actually enjoyed Black Clover from season 1. I know it wasn't anything like I know maybe I'm
Disgusting.
insane. It wasn't anything crazy good. I was just like, you know, I like the character design.
Right.
I hate some of the characters, like that one chick that uses water who's like a tsundere.
Oh,
Fuck
yeah.
that bitch. I fucking hate tsunderes, dude. I literally hate it. But this isn't about how good the anime is. It's about how good the protagonist is. Now let's list the pros and cons for Asta. Asta has an annoying fucking voice.
Oh, he is.
His
He's
voice-
he's just the worst voice, and that's why I couldn't watch it because he screamed like every 10 seconds.
Well, he mellows out later on. He doesn't.
I
scream
heard
so
that.
much,
I
can
heard
tell
that
you
he gets better, but like I just couldn't do it. I was like, look,
I
I'll
feel like
read
his
it.
voice
but
isn't that bad. It's just that he screams so much.
that was the
Like,
thing I
feel like
couldn't
his
take.
voice- yeah.
I couldn't take it.
You know, he's very perseverant.
Yeah, like
he
most.
works very
shonen
hard.
boys.
He's super ripped, like extremely ripped, like Hulk levels
tiny,
of strength.
though.
Yeah, he is small though. He's small boy.
He's a small boy. I like him enough. I'm not like I love Asta. He's fine. Black Clover. I haven't invested that much time into it, so
Yeah,
it's
so
like
this one will be me. Because I watched like 50 episodes or so.
oh yeah, that's way more
Yeah.
than I watched. I watched like 15, and then I was like, no, I'm good.
Yeah, I've seen like 3 arcs of it so far, and then I kind of just got bored of it. But not. Yeah, that shouldn't reflect on him. I'm going to say Asta. Low B tier. Low B tier. Like
Yeah.
He, if I had a B minus, he'd be in B minus, but I don't have a
Yeah,
B
he's
minus.
just extremely average. Like
So I'm gonna put him at the very bottom of B tier.
he's like just
Nobody's more
above
B tier than
Dan.
Asta.
he stands
Yeah.
out more than Dan just because he's not in Bakugan.
Yeah. Dan is held back by his show.
By the fact that
He's
he's
actually
in
a pretty
Bakugan,
cool
right?
guy.
Yeah.
I mean, look at the design; it's pretty neat.
Yeah,
you know?
I like Dan. I like Dan.
Yeah.
All right.
I don't know. Like, it's not that great of a show. I just have a soft spot for Dan.
For Dan.
Next, Hinata, not the hot one.
Not from
Um,
Naruto, but from
Yeah,
Haikyuu.
not the one that I've read a lot about, but this one.
The very
so
small
I naturally
orange-haired
just
boy.
would put like sports anime down here.
No,
But
please don't.
what do you have to say?
Okay. Well, I love Haikyuu, so there's gonna be some bias in the fact that I like Haikyuu so much.
Okay.
I would say that Hinata is actually super close to how Asta behaves. His voice actor is like the way they portrayed him is way better. He's not screaming every 10 seconds. So there's
Mhm.
that. It's not annoying, but he's very similar in the fact that he's like not the brightest person, but he just works super hard. And he has natural athleticism like Asta does. So I'd say he's like the same as Asta, just a little better. Yeah.
Okay, we'll put him as bringing up the end of B tier, but not quite as bad as Asta due to a lack of screaming.
Right. Right.
Next up, we'll do Gintama, which neither of us have seen, so this is just how cool does he look?
Yeah, I just heard
Um,
he's funny, and
yeah, I
it's
heard
like,
that too.
Okay.
He looks kind of cool. I'm not gonna lie.
Yeah, I like his character design.
I like the popped collar. He kind of looks like he's got a lot of swagger. And he kind of looks like he really just doesn't give a fuck either, which I can
Yeah,
respect.
I feel like I would end up probably putting him in B tier, but like
I was thinking the same.
yeah, just above the other two. I mean, we haven't seen
Yeah.
it, so I don't want to just throw him in F just because we haven't seen it.
I'm gonna put him below him
Hinata,
though because
yeah.
we don't really have a ranking for him. I mean, we could just put him top of C tier.
Yeah, that's fine. Just above
I
Dan.
think that's more fair.
Poor
you know?
Dan. Poor Dan.
There might be more to get ahead of Dan, but yeah,
Oh,
you know,
man.
right now just ahead of Dan for now.
Okay.
Poor fucking Dan.
Poor Dan.
A show we've never seen. still ahead of
Dan, it's okay. It's not you. It's
Look
just
at that smile.
Bakugan.
Dude, look at that pure fucking smile, dude. He just wants to fucking game, dude. Dan was the original gamer.
True.
Right?
True.
Before No Game No Life, you had Dan.
Dude.
And you might wonder why I didn't have No Game No Life on here. I haven't seen it in a while.
I've never seen it.
And also, I'm pretty sure the author got in trouble for like stealing panels from other people's work.
Oh.
And you know, that's a big yikes from me, dog.
Yeah.
And I know I liked it at the time, but it was so irrelevant that I really can't remember anything from the series whatsoever. Like, I remember the lolly little sister, what she looks like, and that's it.
Yeah, I haven't seen it or whatever.
So it was overall unremarkable. So it would have just gone in C tier anyway.
Yeah, I've heard it's fine.
Next up, Yusuke. That's his name, right?
Yeah, Yusuke Urameshi.
From Yu Yu Hakusho.
Yep.
Now, I watched 3 episodes.
I read the first volume, and I know a lot about it.
He's a delinquent, right?
Yeah, he's a delinquent.
But he has a heart of gold.
Yes.
And I'm not going to lie, that first episode where he died and everybody was really sad.
Yep.
And he realized that he mattered to people.
Yep.
That made me almost cry.
Oh, yeah, I really like it.
Almost cried.
I'm planning to finish this series. I know a good bit about it. I know how good it's supposed to be, but I just like him a lot.
Yeah, maybe I'm a normie. Maybe I'm a fucking normie. Call me a normie, but I think A tier.
Yeah, no, I would definitely put him in A tier. I don't want to speak. I don't want to just throw him up in S because I haven't finished the series.
I don't know that much about him. Right. I just really like the character.
Exactly. I just like him. I don't
think he's going to be top of A tier, but for now, since he's the only one there, he is top of A tier.
Yeah, I like him.
Next
I
up,
totally forgot. I totally forgot about Gurren Lagann. I was gonna.
Yeah, nobody gives a shit about Gurren Lagann.
No, that's true, but no.
Anyway, Aang. Now this one might shock some people, but Avatar: The Last Airbender is anime. Suck my balls. It's anime.
Yeah, I don't really.
It's anime.
I used to be like, it's not anime, but it's just.
I did too.
But it's like it doesn't matter. Like anime is the same thing for them as it is for us. Like that. This would be their anime for us. It's just animation. So.
All I'm thinking, here's my rationale, right? If Hunter x Hunter is considered anime, then Avatar: The Last Airbender, which is leagues better, certainly would be considered anime.
No, I
That's
disagree.
my main idea.
But
so here's my issue. I love Avatar: The Last Airbender, but Aang is kind of a little fucking bitch.
Here's my thing with I like Avatar: The Last Airbender a lot. I think it could have been a lot shorter than it was. I think there was some stuff they added that I was like,
that's fair.
But it's still very good, especially for a Nickelodeon show.
Oh,
I personally do not.
Probably the best.
I personally am a huge fan of Hunter x Hunter, so I can't be like it's better. But I think
we're not going to talk.
We won't get into that. Yeah. I don't. My favorite character from Avatar was Zuko. So,
bro, did you forget about Iroh?
Well, of course I love Iroh, but they did him dirty in the end. I thought he was gonna fight, and then he didn't. Because he breaks out of prison and everything, and then he's
his whole arc though is like. Iroh started out being a warmonger, and then, following the death of his son, he became something better than that, and he wanted...
Right.
War wasn't something for Iroh.
Right.
Strength was only required for Iroh to ensure that other people didn't impose their will.
Yeah, no, and I like that, but it would have been cool to see him and Zuko fight Fire Lord Ozai.
I think that, honestly, look, people sleep on Iroh, but Iroh probably could have taken down Ozai. That's all I'm saying.
Yeah, no.
Iroh probably could have taken Ozai.
Iroh's pretty badass.
Because specifically, Aang had the opportunity to kill Ozai with the lightning redirection.
Yep.
Which Iroh also knows.
Right.
So, do with that what you will. But, I mean, that's always been my main idea about it. So,
I think Aang, for me, I think I would put Aang in A tier, but, towards the lower end.
I was thinking B tier, high B tier.
Yeah, well, I don't know. I was just saying A tier because I didn't want people to be like, you didn't put Aang higher than that.
Yeah, my thing is he's just such a fucking bitch, right?
He is, but he gets...
I agree that Ozai shouldn't have been killed. He did a good thing by not killing Fire Lord Ozai because, violence to bring an end to a war would only bring more violence,
Right.
Aang completely asserted dominance all over Ozai by being able to do that without killing him.
Exactly.
However, He was just too soft on people. I think that airbending is debatably one of the strongest bending forms, if not the strongest. I mean, Monk Gyatso, his mentor, they literally found his body surrounded by like 20 Fire Nation soldiers, which we know invaded during the comet that made them like 10 times fucking stronger.
Right.
So this one fucking monk took down 20 comet charged soldiers. So airbending,
No, I think
in my
I
opinion,
agree.
is
I think
fucking deadly.
Aang
But
is way
Aang
too
fucking
nice.
he kind of sucked at fighting. He was too much of a pacifist to the detriment of other people, which is why we'll put him at bottom of A tier.
We can, if we change our mind, we can.
Yeah,
switch,
I loved
but-
his romance. I liked his. He was a sweetheart. He wasn't a man when it mattered.
Right,
my
I
opinion.
agree. I think that's where Zuko takes up the mantle. But anyway, he's not on here.
Aaron Yeager, pussy boy.
Okay.
Complete and utter pussy boy.
I'm gonna go off of what I know, which is
Mm-hmm.
the 3 seasons that have been out and the manga,
Yep. Okay.
where it is in the manga, and right now, he is. Oh my god, dude, he's such a Chad. Like, he's so smart right now, and he's just doing all these crazy moves. All these crazy moves. No. Okay, where he is right now, he's an A tier protagonist. First season and a half. He's I'd put him in like D tier. Like, especially first season, he's D tier. It's like, how many times can we kidnap Eren Yeager? But then stop. No.
What were you saying?
I would put Eren
Mhm. Yeah.
I'd put Eren above Yusuke, but that's just me.
Yeah. So you like him. I think he's complete and utter garbage. Here's the compromise we'll make, because I would put him in bottom of F tier. You'd put him in A tier. If we balance those out, we'll put him top of D tier.
Okay, that's fine. And because also you don't know if we're going off the beginning of Eren Yeager, then he's not that great anyway.
I'm telling you, whole first season, half of season 2, bitch boy.
Yeah, he's awful.
Bitch
I
boy.
agree.
And my thing is, you gotta judge the character as a whole, right? So that means you gotta consider, because there's only 3 seasons out, and if he's a bitch for 1.5 seasons, he is at least 50% bitch.
Yep. In terms of the anime, yeah, but he just makes up for it so much in the manga. That
I don't
it's
doubt that. I'm just saying, like, this is an anime. This is all about
Right.
anime.
Right, and it's like, of
He's
course, it's not just the anime. It's we're talking about him, because like there's
Yeah.
other parts of the show that make it.
Yeah,
so
I think
good.
Attack on Titan itself would be above D tier, but it
Oh,
would probably be like
definitely.
high C tier, low B tier. But Eren Yeager himself,
Oh, it's one of
there's
my
better
faves,
characters.
but-
If you put Levi would be.
Oh, Levi is S tier. I'm sorry.
Yeah, he'd be up. He'd be up here, somewhere in the S to A tier. Even I know that.
He's just such a guy.
Aaron's kind of a bitch. Moving on, Light. We had to move him to put
Light
Aaron there.
Yagami.
So let's do Light Yagami, the big brain himself. I have mixed feelings on Light. He's very smart, but he's also like a fucking idiot at the same time. Like, he takes super obvious bait.
Right, I know a good bit about it, but I never finished it. So, like, I know things that happen, but I know that he does some stupid stuff. Like, L just does some stuff, and he's like, haha, idiot.
Well, I mean, he literally L gets super ahead of him because he only executes people from Japan, right?
Right.
So L's like, all right, well, I automatically know he is in Japan.
Yep.
And then he also only does it while he's not at school. So then he's like, okay, well, at least at first. And so I was like, okay, well, this dude's, he's a schoolboy, clearly.
Mm-hmm.
So he gives away 2 huge things. Like, nobody would know if you're writing, like, nobody knows the Death Note's a Death Note. You could have just written a few names at fucking lunch, you know?
Right. Yeah.
That's all I'm saying.
No,
and
I
then,
don't.
like,
I don't think Light
putting
is,
somebody
like,
out as bait, like when he pretended to be L, he put an imposter out on the TV, but did it specifically to the one region, and then Light completely took the bait and immediately killed him, thus immediately blowing his cover. I mean, come on. Like, this guy's supposed to be fucking genius level intellect, and he kind of just comes off as a fucking idiot sometimes.
Yeah. Like, he's
And
smart.
you know,
but...
this is our first placement, other than Aaron Yeager, to go below Dan.
Oh
in
yeah,
my
he's
opinion.
below Dan. I'd say that's good. I was like, I don't want to put him in D, because he is smart, but
He just seems average to me.
yeah, he
you know?
he just gets outplayed.
Average protagonist.
Just gets outplayed.
Yeah, he does get the fuck outplayed of him.
Yeah, Emma is
anyway.
smarter than him. Like, I don't know. Like, she's
This is all you. I've never seen
Oh,
Promised
it's
Neverland.
very
I would
good.
say Emma looks like a fucking bitch.
No,
I'm kidding. It's a
she's
child.
she's super wholesome, but she like the stuff that they go through. I won't say anything for spoilers, but the stuff that the kids go through are like it's really rough. And her and the other two are so smart, especially Ray. But we're talking about her, so I would put her in A tier, below Yusuke probably, just because.
Is she above Aang though?
Uh, yeah, because she's not a bitch. She
Okay.
cuts off part of her ear at one point for like so that
Oh,
they.
Aang could, but we got to be fair. Aang is selfless to a fault. I would say. Like,
Yeah, but I mean,
if
she's like not afraid. She's not
also
afraid to hurt
actually, you know what?
people either.
I kind of slept on something. I slept on something. Aang on that one scene when they were like in the middle of the Earth Kingdom, and when he got like struck out of the fucking Avatar state with lightning.
Yep.
That dude literally, in an instant, gave up Katara. He was like, oh shit, you know what? I gotta make this decision. I'm gonna give up. Like he did the ultimate hose before bros because he was willing to save the world, give up Katara. Ultimate hose before bros. And I feel like I kind of slept on that because I did say he didn't have what it takes to like do shit.
Right.
And I mean, in the moment, he manned up. We've seen him man up. I think that I was just a little overtaken by how different, like, like what you normally when you relate to a character, you have them at a higher tier. Aang and I are kind of like the polar opposites, you know,
Yeah.
just far too passive for my liking. And I think that's a little unfair because he does buckle down. He's willing to let the girl that he loves die to save the world at one point.
A problem that I have, with like one thing is that, like, as much as I love Appa, there are points where I was like, bro, like, chill. Like, I know he was the last Sky Bison, but there's times when he just freaks out at people because of what's going on with Appa. And I was
Well,
like,
Appa was his family.
I get that. I get it.
I think what you're sleeping on is that you gotta remember all of Aang's family
They're
are
dead.
literally dead.
I know they're
So
dead.
Appa is the last one left, and also I learned this afterwards. So if one nation gets entirely wiped out, the Avatar cycle ends.
Oh, I did not know
Yeah.
that.
So like, if Aang would have died, did you like that? I used the usage that they use in the movie that everybody loved. If Aang would have died, no more Avatar. So I kind of understand why he was a little more of a scaredy bitch, because literally, like, if he dies, there's no more Avatar. Because you got to remember, it goes in a cycle,
Right.
and then there's no Airbenders.
Right.
So it kind of brings a little perspective, in my opinion, because like, dude can't be fucking laying down pipe everywhere because he was already the last hope for the world, but basically he needs to survive and lay down the pipe.
I guess that's true. He does have a lot of global pressure on him.
Yeah, I mean, not only does he need to save the world, but at the same time he also has to stay alive, because if he dies, there's no new Avatar to do it.
Right.
If he dies, it's game over. And on top of that, he also needs to seduce Katara because he needs to lay down the pipe and give birth, like he wouldn't give birth, but make sure that whoever he likes gives birth to more airbenders.
Yeah, he's not. I like Aang. I personally still Emma
I'm
better, but
I'm gonna move Emma up.
Yeah, and then move Aang up. Right.
And I'm gonna move Aang up, and I think there's worse A tier characters than him. That's
All right. Who's
next up?
Is it...
let's start off with. We're gonna go left to right. Let's start off with Mob.
Oh my god, dude. Okay.
From Mob Psycho 100. Here's the thing: Mob's a massive baby bitch, and he also just gets born with his powers. He doesn't work for him.
Yeah, but I still love Mob, so I'm sorry. I gotta.
I like him too. I'd be willing to put him bottom of A tier.
Okay. He's yeah, I would, for me personally, I'd put him in S tier, but that's just me.
Well, here's the thing: I do like him, but a lot of the things that I judge characters off of for like how much I like them are like, did they work for what they have?
I get that. I don't see him more as like him working for what he has. It's more that he wants to be he still values being a normal person. He doesn't like abuse his powers, and he focuses on treating people correctly. Because have you seen both seasons?
Yeah, I have.
Yeah, because there's like the dude with the umbrella, and he's just like trying to talk to him rationally, and he's just like nice to people. I don't know. It's like a different take on the. It's not different, but I don't know. He's not like, yeah, I have all this power now, so let me go run around with it like Naruto.
You know, I guess he does exemplify great power comes great responsibility, which I love about Spider-Man.
Right. He just
I'll
does
put
it
him-
comedically. I'd say
I'll
the
put-
wimpiness is comedic more than it is like annoying to me, but yeah, that's fine.
I'll put him above
fine
Emma.
with that. I'm fine with
But
that.
we won't put him bottom of A tier.
All right.
We'll start off next with Naruto.
He's in C tier for me. I'm just gonna say it.
Yeah, I think he's above Light though.
Yeah, no, I would agree because I like Naruto, but here's my biggest problem with him is that it's all about like he works so hard, but it's like okay, but he was born with the fucking Nine Tails chakra in him.
Yeah,
So it's like, yes, he worked very hard. I don't discredit that, but that
he didn't work as hard as Dan. Though.
he did not work his way to the top like
and I
Dan.
feel like that's all we really.
Bro,
gotta talk
Ash
about.
Ketchum works harder than Naruto, dude.
We're gonna get like some mean comments.
Look,
I hope
I
this doesn't find
enjoy
its way onto a
Naruto.
Naruto subreddit.
I like Naruto as a character. I don't think he's bad, but I think there are better characters.
But what you're saying? What was your YouTube again? Because you are saying that Naruto sucks ass, right? Like that
right?
is what you're saying.
No, that is my opinion.
And what was your YouTube? Where can people find you?
Dino Junkie?
Okay.
No, I just I like Shikamaru better.
I think we're gonna
And
get to one we
Gaara.
really both enjoy a lot. Subaru.
I haven't seen ReZero.
Oh.
Yep.
Mm.
So it's all you.
Yeah.
I've just heard it's really good.
Okay, here's my thing about Subaru. He kind of starts off as a massive bitch. He does cry a lot, but in all fairness, he dies a fuck ton.
Yeah, I heard it's pretty like he goes through quite a bit.
Yeah, and some of them are really brutal,
Right.
like disgustingly brutal. Like me and my gal were watching it, and she got a little sick at one of the kills.
Yeah, I haven't seen it, but I've heard that it's pretty violent.
And I also like to put myself in the places of characters sometimes. I would probably go insane if I was Subaru.
Right. So his crying is like it's understandable.
Yeah, like I don't think I could persevere through what he did. I think
Yeah.
I think the pain would be too much for me.
Yeah.
So I'm gonna put him just for his perseverance alone, and also the fact that look, well, he did deny Rem, and she's kind of great, but at the same
did
time,
know
the
about
dude
that.
does know what he wants.
Yeah, I've heard that like most people don't like the show just for Subaru. They like it for a lot of the other characters.
Yeah, but in
I
all
don't know.
fairness, he does tell Rem that he's willing to have her as a side bitch, which is a nice compromise, really.
Look,
just for
you
that-
can be my mistress.
Yeah, I mean, nice compromise. Next up, Saitama.
Okay.
Does he need any introduction? I feel like he's just S tier.
Yeah, he's just S tier. I'm sorry. Just put him in.
I mean,
just put him
he's
in
a
S tier.
joke.
Like-
He's a joke character, and
But he's
It's such a-
fantastic.
it's a funny
so
anime,
good.
and it's also super great.
He's fantastic.
Next up, we're at Tanjiro.
Okay, Tanjiro, in my opinion, is like I haven't I'm reading it right now.
I feel like he's high up.
I think he's high up too. I think he's like one of the. He's very good at being basic shonen boy, like
Yeah, he's nothing special.
right
But in my opinion, he's the best.
of the
of-
standard shonen boys, like Gon, Deku. Like,
I would
all
say
that
if you
stuff.
took all of the best qualities from the standard shonen boys and combined them, you'd get Tanjiro.
Yeah, because he's a badass, but he still cares about other people, but not to the point where
Yep.
he's a bitch. Like
yeah. Like he's willing to do what needs to be done, but he's also compassionate.
right.
He's willing to kill, but he is even compassionate towards those that he kills, which I think makes him a bigger man.
Right. I would
Like he doesn't hold a lot of hate in his heart for the
Nope.
people he has to kill,
exactly. I would put
which
him.
I think is the sign of a real man.
Yeah, you can put him in S tier if you want.
Yeah, I mean he also perseveres through like losing his whole family.
I
and
wouldn't
everything,
put him
which-
there as like if I was just ranking like if this was like a character thing instead of protagonist, it might be a little different. But as a protagonist, I think he's really strong. Just
Yeah, I mean
being
I
a lead.
enjoy watching him. Like
right.
find
I just
myself
have no
rooting for him
like
the whole time.
I'm never like, man, there's something wrong with his
Yeah,
progression.
no, at no point during Demon Slayer was I like, oh man, Tanjiro, what the fuck are you doing?
Right.
Like everything he did, I was like, you know what? That makes sense.
Okay, so
Which I also think is really rare for a shonen protagonist to not have like a complete poo brain moment.
Okay, so
Like, we're doing
I agree.
we're doing Kaneki Ken.
Yeah. I like
I liked
Kaneki.
him.
I like
Dude,
him a lot.
and I might be a little biased, but I love Unravel, the opening.
Yeah, it's good. No, it's good.
It's pretty fucking awesome.
But so the anime
he's so
first season
edgy
is
though.
really
My
good.
thing is,
but
yeah.
the second season and the third season are terrible, but the manga
Yep.
is good. So like, he as a character is really strong. I don't want to put him in C tier. I want to put him higher than that. I think he's stronger than Asta and Hinata for sure.
Well, remember, we're only judging anime.
Oh, I guess.
As I specified earlier with Attack on
Well,
Titan.
he has a lot of progression in the first season, but then it just drops.
Yeah, I feel like first season's awesome. It's like God tier.
Right.
And then everything after that.
It just completely fell down the toilet.
And, I feel like because of that, it's literally 2/3 of his shit. Because aren't there 3 seasons?
Yeah. And the third season is
like,
a joke. Like, they just completely diverged. It was just bad. I tried
I feel
watching
like he has to be mid.
Yeah, that's fine. If we're going off the anime, it's too bad because
if we were doing
really
first
good.
season, he'd be, in my opinion, A to S tier. Because I really loved him first season. Although he was a whiny baby at first, he became a man.
I agree.
But they really did him wrong. They did that man so dirty. It makes you feel bad. Next up, Vash the Stampede.
I haven't seen
from Trigun.
So
yeah, he's kind of a bitch at times, but he's also pretty cool. I really like his character design.
Yeah, no, I think I
design.
like the 90s aesthetic in the anime, and I like his character design. I don't know anything about the show, so...
Yeah, I wouldn't put him at like a high tier because he can be a pushover at times, which I don't really like in my protagonists. So, but I'll put him B tier.
Okay.
I think he fits B tier. Next up, what the fuck is
Dr.
his name?
Stone?
I know it's Dr. Stone. I just don't remember the main character's name.
I don't know. I thought honestly, I read the first volume, but I forgot most of... I mean, I know the premise, but I don't remember his name.
Yeah. Anyway, Dr. Stone.
Very average. Like, very average. I don't remember...
I think you could just go here.
He's smart. Like that's what I remember. Is like, oh, yeah, he's smart.
He's smarter than Light. Actually, dude, now that I'm looking at this, I keep kind of want to put Light lower and lower.
You can put him below. I think he should... Well, no, because... Okay. Yeah. I would leave him there. I don't know that much about Dr. Stone. I feel like he's average. He wasn't interesting enough for me to want to keep going, so...
That's fair. That's fair. I got like 30 episodes in.
Oh, damn. Yeah, I didn't... I read the first volume, and I was like, eh.
No, it's fair. I feel like I'm just shitting on Light a little too much. Anyway, Ash Ketchum. They did him dirty. He literally didn't win a league until like the current season.
He's lovable, but I don't...
He's lovable, but that's it. He's not even like tactical in his Pokemon fights. He just kind of keeps throwing Pikachu at them.
Yeah, right. And the
dude's got a level 100 Pikachu, and he still manages to lose to like level 20s.
Right. I'd put him in D tier. Just where he's at right now, actually.
Yeah, I feel like that works.
Yugimoto. I think we can agree
E-tier?
where he's... Yeah, that's...
E-tier?
E-tier is good, because I don't despise him, but I just don't like him.
I just don't care about him at all.
Right.
I don't really like him being on screen, but I don't even dislike him enough to have a strong feeling of hatred towards him. He's so meh.
Okay, I know where I want Deku to go. For me.
Okay, let's hear it.
I would put him right in between Hinata and Asta. I think I like Hinata more than Deku, but I think he's better than Asta.
I feel like Deku's a really good protagonist, though.
He is good. I thought you would put him lower, so...
His powerful moments, look, yes, he got his power handed to him, but he did work very hard to be considered worthy of it.
Oh, I enjoy him.
When he had no power, he was willing to go in and try to save a dude that's just done nothing good for him at all.
Right.
Ever. And he was willing to go in with no power
I would
to try to
say
save them.
if you're going to put him above B, put him below Aang. But
yeah, I would say bottom of A tier fits him pretty well.
Okay, this is where we're going to start to diverge. This is where we diverge. For me, Gon is not S tier because there's other characters that are S tier, like Killua. But he would be... for me,
Dude,
he would
he's
be
such
like
an annoying little bitch.
he would.
He's such a
But
stupid
you
little
didn't.
fuck.
But you didn't finish the anime. He gets so much better.
Dude, I watched like 50 episodes. I don't
It's
know how I can be asked to do more than that.
140 like 8 though.
Your character should be good by episode 50.
I like him.
You should
I
like
like
the protagonist by episode 50.
I do like him by episode 50. So I think he's like below. I think he could go right above Deku, to be honest. But that's just me.
Well, I would put him on F tier, but we'll make a compromise.
All right, bottom of C tier is fine. If that's how we have to compromise, because I don't want him that low.
Well, because we both want him on radically different ends.
Right. Okay.
I wouldn't put him on bottom of F tier actually, but he'd be somewhere in F tier.
Suwa. I watched like 5 episodes of
Soma.
Food Wars.
Soma.
Sorry, I was thinking of Orange because he looks similar.
I like
Soma.
him. I like him, but his show sucks completely.
Right.
Utter garbage.
He's likable, but his show's not very good. So
it's same situation as Dan, but he's less likable than Dan, in my opinion.
I just put him. Okay, look, put him. Don't put Gon higher, please. Like put Gon to the left, and then put Soma below Gon, because I don't want Soma to be better than Gon. Okay, thank you. I think he's bottom. Soma's good at the bottom of C tier. That's fine.
All
okay.
right, Luffy. I'm sorry, I'm not compromising on this. You can have Gon higher up. Luffy.
No, please, dear God, no.
Luffy's E tier, bro.
No.
Dude, Luffy's E tier. I'm sorry, dude.
I love
you can
Luffy.
have Gon higher. You know what? I'll let you decide. Who do you want higher, Gon or Luffy? It's up to you. Which one's the better character?
Gon is probably the better. Gon. Okay. Gon's probably the better protagonist overall, but I still really love Luffy.
All right.
This is your video, so you have the final say. Okay.
Edward Elric.
I put him in S tier, but that's just me.
S?
Yeah.
I'd be willing to put him in A.
Okay, that's
but
fine.
I don't like him more than these guys.
Yeah,
in my
I don't
opinion.
know. I
'Cause,
love Ed, but
I like Ed.
but if I had
but,
Alphonse, he'd be at the top of S. I love Alphonse so
Oh yeah,
much.
no. I think my thing is Ed wasn't my favorite character in his own show, and that's never really a good sign for a protagonist. Honestly, my favorite character was Alphonse.
Right, I love Alphonse.
Like I don't know, and it wasn't even close.
then
Like I just loved Alphonse way more.
I think
than
Ed is better than Deku at the least, though.
You think Ed's better than Deku?
Yeah, for sure.
All right, we'll give you that. It has been a while since I've watched it, to be fair.
Yeah, Ed is still really great. It's just he might. I don't think. Yeah, now that I think about it, I don't think he passes Shigechi. I haven't seen Fist of the North Star, so
neither have I.
Yeah, I just heard that he's like the starting point of like what was good in like big buff dudes in Shonen.
Yeah, I don't know. Everything about him exudes badass.
Right. So bottom of S tier is fine with me because I think he's probably cool.
Plus, he went from like a super old anime to one of like the most relevant memes like ever.
Right.
You know.
Right.
Which I think is incredible.
Who
Kenichi
is
from
that?
History's Strongest Disciple.
Never
This one's
even
a
heard of
sleeper
that.
hit. The manga's great. The anime less so. And I did say we were not judging the manga, which I kind of regret now because I can't respect him as much as I'd like to.
So it's up to you. It's your
He's gonna
decision.
bump somebody from C tier. Even the anime was pretty decent. He's bumping somebody from C tier.
All right. Well.
Question is who? I think he just bumps Soma. I'm gonna be honest.
Okay, that's fine.
I think he just bumps Soma, and then Soma will.
Soma's cool, but he doesn't have anything that stands out other than him being cool and a chef. Like he's a good chef and he's cool. It's like okay, cool. If his show was better, I remember.
Yeah, that's the thing.
hearing
Is
that
like
the
the
first
show
few
and the manga
seasons
both
weren't
get
bad,
terrible.
But I heard they get really bad.
Well, it's just like superpowers come out of nowhere.
Exactly,
It's
that
so
doesn't
dumb.
make any sense.
Okay,
Goku. Okay.
Okay, here's my issue. I love Goku,
Mm-hmm.
but he is a horrible protagonist. Let's be fair. Great character, horrible protagonist.
Yeah. Well, I value him so much from where
Like,
he started as a
people
kid in
just
Dragon Ball
constantly
to
die
Super, but
because of him.
no, I don't think he's a good lead, and I think I have my own opinions
I
about
love
who
his
should have
character,
taken over.
but
Blah blah blah.
Gohan should have.
Yeah, I agree.
been the
I think
lead.
he should have been the lead in the Cell
I
Saga.
think that honestly, Goku is not a good lead. Just personally, I think he'd be. I think in the original Dragon Ball, he was a good lead. But once the stakes started getting upped, he was no longer the guy for the job.
Right. Well,
Gohan
I
should have
think
taken
he's
over. I think that he's
fantastic
not a
for.
good lead, and he took over. He's been in the spotlight too long.
Yeah, I
What do you
agree.
think?
I think but he was fantastic from when he was a kid to up to the Cell Saga when he died. So I want to give him credit for that. So I'd say he's like, I personally, I like Naruto.
My
I like
issue is I
Naruto
just
better
think
than
he's
Goku,
a bad.
but that's just me.
My thing is I really like Goku. I love Goku, but
Mm.
I'm doing this by who's the best protagonist.
I think Goku is not. I think he's a good protagonist for a while. He drops off after the Cell
And
Saga.
my thing is, I'm specifically talking about Goku from Z and onwards.
Okay, so
Because
I think
didn't
from when
watch
he
really before
fights,
that.
when Raditz shows up to Cell, he's good.
Yeah,
but
I would agree
then-
that he's good for Raditz.
Yeah.
And
Then
I mean, even the Vegeta fight, I'd say was good. Personally, I would have liked to see more of Gohan after Frieza, basically.
right, I think
is what I
Gohan
want.
should have taken the mantle during Cell and the androids.
I think he should have taken it during Android Saga, which is
Right.
before Cell Saga.
That's what I'm saying. Like during the androids, and then Cell is like the big one, and then he takes over. Goku's dead.
And then we also have to remember, because Goku was protagonist, they basically fucked Gohan in like Super and onwards. Like,
Right,
Gohan just became like a
got
pussy
ruined
bitch.
because the fans were dumb and said we want Goku. So,
yeah, so just I don't know. It's like
just put him in
as a protagonist, I feel like he just doesn't do a good job for the show. I feel like he is a detriment to the show.
Right, I think
So
he's
I'd
done a
put
lot
him in
more
D
bad.
tier.
Yeah, that's fine with me. I mean, he's just not like he's just done more bad overall than he has good. Because there's way more that I would have liked to see with the series.
Yeah, and I mean, like, he does so much dumb shit. Like, ooh, let's give Cell a sensu bean.
Yeah,
Like, what the fuck, bro?
right.
You literally would have made
He's
the
dumb.
fight so much easier for everybody. You could have like protected your son far more.
He's
but
dumb.
you're just like terrible protagonist.
Next one is Ichigo. Is that his name?
Yes.
I
looks
read
cool.
like the first volume of Bleach when I was like 10. So
He looks cool.
yeah, no, I've heard that it's super good for a while, and then it dropped off because Tite Kubo basically got screwed over. So
Yeah, I hear the ending sucks balls.
but I've heard that he's great. So if you want to throw him up in B tier, that's fine.
Yeah, I mean, he looks cool.
Yeah, and he gets these forms later on that are pretty dope. I've seen them.
Neither of us have seen his show though. I'm just
Nah.
gonna push all these guys up.
Yeah, that's fine. Because we don't have that much left. Is that Kirito at the bottom?
Yeah.
Yeah, I think that's Kirito. It's towards the right. Anyway,
Yep. Yeah. It is.
is the next one Inuyasha?
Yeah.
Inuyasha. Haven't seen it. Heard it's great.
Yeah, I really enjoyed Inuyasha. I'm gonna move these guys up too. What the fuck am I doing?
I feel like you've seen more of these than me.
Yeah, but there's just some that I haven't, and I feel like I also disrespect a lot of them.
That's true. It's
I'll
good to
move
have
these
another
guys up,
opinion.
too. Yeah, if it weren't for you, there'd be bottoms. Dude, I feel like some people deserve to be lower. We're gonna have to do a little final look at this and make some big decisions, because C tier's looking a little too ripe for me.
It's got a lot of people in it. I will agree.
And F tier's looking a little too empty. You know what?
I don't care if you put Yugi there. That's fine.
Just gonna round out.
Just
F
throw
tier a little
Luffy to the top, please.
bit. No.
Put him to the top of
I
E,
love how
please.
he's all alone in E tier.
Just yeah. Anyway, Jotaro
Yeah, I would say
or
Inuyasha. Inuyasha, he's great. He does what he has to do. No more, no less.
Okay.
Classic anime. Pretty likable guy. The only issue is he does get hung up over Kikyo, who tries to kill him and his new bae, which not really an alpha move, more like a beta move. And
Oof.
just for that's what's holding him back from S tier. Because he has beta tendencies, which makes sense because he's like a part dog, So
I did not
Beta
know that, but that's
tendencies.
interesting
Not-
to know.
he's like a dog demon. You can tell from his hair or his ears.
Yeah, I
He's
was
a
like,
dog
are
demon.
those ears?
Yep.
All right.
Jotaro.
Jotaro, yeah, I would say bottom of S tier for me, just because I like him, but it's just because he's badass. Like he doesn't have like a whole lot of other defining. He has a few other defining qualities, but like I think bottom of S tier is good. Like it's not a bad place to be.
Yeah.
Kirito,
Kirito.
I don't like Sword Art Online, so
Where would you put Kirito?
I think he's like the
I'd like
most
to hear your opinion.
generic template for a shonen thing ever.
I think he was better in the beginning. And I think he would have been a better protagonist if Sword Art Online had ended at season 1.
Yeah,
Think
I would
that
still
was a
put
great
Luffy
ending
above
place.
him though.
I don't get why they needed 3 seasons. I
I
just
don't
don't
know.
understand
And
that
they made like
personally.
Gun Gale and all that stuff. I don't know. It was weird.
Yeah, I just
Yeah, because he's just so basic. Like I just don't like how basic he is. Natsu
Natsu
super.
Dragoneel.
I'd put him right below Goku.
He's also really fucking generic.
He is generic. I'd put him below Goku because like
I think I'd like to put Ash lower.
that's fine. He doesn't do that
Yeah.
much. It's mainly Pikachu doing all the work. That Pikachu is,
You're right.
ooh, dude. He just goes through so much, and Ash is just like, yeah, good
Ash,
job.
You know what? Ash abuses animals.
Just like, good job, thank you. Sorry, no,
sends
you don't
his
get to
rat
eat
to fight
until you
like-
win.
He sends his rat to fight like gods.
Mm-hmm.
It's
Hey,
kinda
do you see
funny.
that dragon over there? Go fight that.
Yeah, like it's a rat, bro. Like, come on, dude. It's a fucking rat. Like, like they don't show it, but Pokemon definitely eat other Pokemon.
I wouldn't be surprised. Pikachu's just like, can I evolve, please? Please, can I
Yeah, and he
evolve?
won't even look. I know Pikachu doesn't want to evolve, but it's like he's just scared of change. Everybody's scared of change sometimes. Ash, as the owner, the one who's literally a human and smarter than animals. I'm sorry to say it, but people are smarter than Pokemon. They're fucking animals. Should just do what's best for him and evolve him. There's no reason not to.
Right, there's
There's
no
no fucking
reason
reason.
for him to stay Pikachu other than the fact that they just wanted to have Pikachu stay Pikachu. It's so dumb.
Yeah. I feel like I could put Dr. Stone lower.
I would agree. I don't have anything special in my heart. I'd say D tier. I don't want to do him completely dirty. I mean, he's cool enough, but just not interesting enough to really grasp me.
Yeah, I'd also put Kaneki lower, just because like
He just
Okay.
has so much value in the first season that gets doo-dooed on.
here's my thing, right?
Absolutely shat on.
Here's my issue.
Mm.
Attack on Titan.
No.
Half of it is good, but for Tokyo Ghoul, only 1/3 of it is good.
Well, okay, but I don't think Attack on Titan is bad. I love Attack on Titan. I just think Eren is bad for like.
No. This isn't an argument to move Attack on Titan lower. It's to move Tokyo Ghoul lower. If half of Attack on Titan's good, and it's D tier, why is a show with 1/3?
Well, because we
of
were
it
saying
being
that
good?
Eren. Because I don't think half of Attack on Titan is good. I think Eren is good for half the series.
Yeah. Sorry, my bad.
So I think Kaneki is good for 1/3. So it's still the same
My thing is also though, he's not cool in the beginning of the first
No,
season.
but he goes
Like-
through so it's okay. Like the last 3 episodes.
like
of the
let's
first
let's
season,
notice the reason why everything happened to him was because he was a simp.
right, and he got captured because he wasn't strong enough.
Yeah, he was literally a simp.
Yeah, okay,
Like,
you can
the
put him.
reason he became a ghoul was because like the first good-looking woman that ever approached him, he bit.
Right.
And he, it's like, look, if women are smart enough to know not to go with a man that you just met at night, right?
Yeah. Well,
Then
it's just the trope of being a wuss at first and then becoming cool.
also like it's just common sense. You probably shouldn't walk alone with a stranger at night.
I agree.
You know?
I agree. If you're gonna lower him, I'd say put him below Eren,
But above Goku,
above Natsu,
yeah, I think that's more fair.
because Natsu's so basic. Fairy Tail sucks. I'm sorry. I watched 51 episodes of it. I think I should know. It's just not.
Do you want to
good.
put him lower? Because I don't mind putting him lower.
Natsu, if you want.
I don't like him that much.
I think he's way worse than Luffy, but that's just
My
me.
thing is just like I don't have any strong feelings for him.
He does nothing. He's just like he's
just
part
kind of
dragon. That's
irrelevant
it.
to me.
That's it. He's just like he's loud and he's part dragon. Like
I'll put him below Luffy, but not Kirito.
yeah, that's fine because Kirito's so basic. Like Natsu's like taking Kirito and then just making his hair red and he's like part dragon. There you go. Here's your anime boy. Like again,
And,
he's just a
I
template.
think I like these rankings a lot more.
Yeah, I am good with this list. I'm fine with it because I understand the different qualms with.
I feel like the only the main ones we disagree on are Luffy, Aaron, and Gon.
Yeah.
You know, and my thing is, look, if the first 50 episodes are a bitch, you're just not. I'm sorry. That's
Yeah,
50%. That's a failing grade.
I don't think he's a bitch. I just think he's learning. Like he's learning so much because
I
everybody.
think
is
I'm
so
biased
much
because
better.
I hate children.
Well, yeah, no, that would definitely create a
Actually, you know
bias.
what? I kind of want to put Naruto lower, but I guess like Shippuden, he's a teenager. And then
Yeah,
Boruto,
I don't like young Naruto. I like Shippuden Naruto, like
and
16-year-old
Shippuden
Naruto.
is Shippuden the longer part?
Yeah, it's longer.
Yeah, okay, but then 50%'s better.
Yeah, because
Yeah, that's
I would say it's like 1/3, like 2/3 of the series is Shippuden, and then the other 1/3 is the beginning where he's like 12. And when he's 12, he's fine, but he's like Shippuden Naruto is like big PP energy. Is huge, huge PP energy. Like he's so cool. He surpasses all of his mentors at the age of 16. It's pretty dope.
Yeah, so I think with this we have a definitive tier list.
I would agree. I like this tier list, and I like that
and
Saitama is at the top. Makes me happy.
It's the most accurate tier list that has ever existed.
Yeah,
You
can't ever fight it.
It's fact based.
It's fact.
Yeah. So remember, Ash Ketchum is a terrible animal abuser, and Saitama, he's pretty great.
Yep.
All right. Well, that was a tier list. More tier lists on anime coming soon. I swear to God.
Yeah, we can do villains if you want.
Oh yeah, that's gonna be the next one. All right. Bye bye.
Goodbye.